Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Fresh off my crochet hook, I have a new summer blouse. Just recently I crocheted a lacy scarf using this stitch, and then I crocheted a lacy shawl using this stitch. I really like both of these stitches and I had an idea of combining them and making myself a summer blouse. I absolutely love the way it turned out. It's very comfortable and it looks great. It's made of 100% mercerized cotton. It's not hot and it's just perfect for summer. Now let me show you the shape of it, the construction. It is made in the shape of the letter T. So we can say that it's a t-shirt, but it's just so beautiful. I think it totally deserves to be called a summer blouse. And in this video, I will give you all the information you need to know to crochet this blouse for yourself. Here are the two pieces of my blouse. They are exactly the same, so at this point it doesn't matter which one is the front and which one is the back. But let me tell you all about the measurements, the calculations and the stitches that I used here. I started crocheting over here, so this blouse is crocheted top down. For the measurement over here, for the length of the starting chain, I took the measurement around my bust, divided it by 2 and added a couple of inches on each side for the sleeves. So again, the length of the starting chain over here is the measurement around the bust divided by 2 plus 4 inches. Once I chained the starting chain, I counted the amount of chains because for this stitch to work out, the amount of starting chains must be a multiple of 6 plus 3. Then I adjusted the chain accordingly, and to do that you will need to maybe add a chain or two or remove a chain or two. That's gonna be unique to your crochet piece. Once I got the correct amount of chains, I started working the pattern, following the same pattern as the scarf that I've made before. But then I had to figure out how wide to make the part over here. I took the measurement from the top of the shoulder down to the underarm, and for my size this was 7 inches, and that's how wide I made it. That measurement might be different for you and you might have to make this part right here wider. In that case, you will need to adjust the pattern over here to keep it symmetrical. So how can you do it? Well, one way to do it is to add more of chain 5 loops here and here. For example, over here I have 3 rows of chain 5 loops. Then in between the flowers I have 5 rows of the chain 5 loops, and over here again I have 3 rows of chain 5 loops. To make this piece wider but to keep the symmetry, you can make 5 rows of chain 5 loops, then the row of flowers, then 5 rows of chain 5 loops, a row of flowers, and another 5 rows of chain 5 loops here. Another way to make it wider still is to add another row of flowers. So that's something that you will figure out on your own, how to adjust the width over here, but keep it symmetrical because it might be different for your size. Once I crocheted this part right here, I wanted to switch to a different flower stitch, but first I had to figure out the width over here, how wide this part is going to be. So the measurement over here is the measurement around the bust divided by 2 plus 1 inch. 1 inch for positive ease. The multiple for this flowery stitch is a multiple of 11 plus 7. Now in the shawl pattern it was multiple of 11 plus 9, and that's because in the shawl pattern I first worked a row of double crochets. But here I already have a row of double crochets as a part of this piece. So over here it's only gonna be multiple of 11 plus 7. keeping that in mind, I had to figure out in which stitch to adjust the yarn to start working the flowers pattern. And it may not be exactly 2 inches here. I intended to have a 2-inch sleeve when I started working the piece, but because I need to have that exact multiple, it came out to a little bit less than 2 inches on this side and the same on that side. Once I figured out that, the rest was quite easy. I joined in the yarn and worked the flower pattern. And the only measurement that I had to determine was how long to make this entire piece. And to do that, I did not take any measurements. I actually sort of tried it on. I took this piece and I put it over the front of my body in front of a mirror, and I just looked and made myself a mental note how long I want this to be. And that was that. I finished it with a row of double crochets, a row of double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and then a row of double crochets, the same way as I had it in the shawl pattern. Before I'm going to stitch the 2 parts together, I'm going to block them. But one more thing I want to show you here is something that I've done over here but haven't done over here yet on this piece, and that is I made a row of single crochets into the ends of rows over here and on this side as well. That's where I'm going to stitch the 2 parts together, and on this side I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do that before I block the 2 pieces. Why did I do that? I should move this piece so you can see it better and it's easier to understand what I mean. Okay, so when I'm going to make the side seams over here, so this part and this part will be stitched together. If I stitch along the side as it is, over here I have starting chains and I also have trebles. It's gonna be quite difficult to stitch them together, having a nice neat seam. But if I have a row of single crochets on this side and also on this side, it's gonna be quite easy to correspond the loops of single crochets here and here, and I will also get a nice looking neat side seam. So I'm going to finish making a row of single crochets over here and over here, and then I will block my 2 pieces. One thing I should mention about these single crochets on the sides is that single crochets do look different on the right side and the wrong side, and I had to make sure that I have my single crochets facing in the same direction to the right side. So over here I made this row of single crochets from the top down, but over here I crocheted them from the bottom up, and that way I have single crochets facing the right side over here, and also the single crochets are facing the right side over there. Here are my blocked pieces. They did stretch a little, and the next step is to make the shoulder seams and the side seams. So on the sides, the seam is gonna be along this line and this line. Same thing on this side. And on the top, I will stitch about 5 inches for the shoulder seams. My summer blouse is almost ready. I made the shoulder seams and also side seams. And this seam right here turned out really good. I will need to press it with an iron to flatten it, but it looks quite good. I highly recommend making a row of single crochets on the sides here before stitching the sides together to get a nice neat seam. But I still need to finish off the sleeves here. I'm going to make a round of double crochets on each sleeve and probably also a round of slip stitches. and maybe even a round of slip stitches here at the bottom. I have these labels here that I got a while ago from Knit Crate. I'm going to use one of them and I will stitch it on right here. The front and the back of the blouse are exactly the same, and with the label stitched on I will know which way to wear my blouse. And now the sleeves are finished and the whole piece is pretty much finished too.